Hey everyone, this is David. It's just a quick hit for the end of the 4th of July weekend. How is everyone? Oh my gosh, did everyone have a good weekend? It has been literally crazy out here this weekend in the Hamptons. We're going to get to all sorts of sightings. Which housewives did I hang with? Did I run into? We had a I was at a restaurant with J-Lo last night. So we have some of that type of stuff. But there's a lot of going on in the Bravo gossip world that we need to talk about as well. You know, just on a quick note of people that are out here this weekend, people we run into. One of my favorite restaurants, Elia's in Bridgehampton. I mean, shout out to Elias in Bridgehampton, non-sponsored ad, non-sponsored post, I should say, or whatever the hell this is. But we have a dinner there right down the street, 15 minutes away, the next town over, between Jackie, Evan, Teresa, and Louie. I'm sorry. You know I like my Jackie. I have had great interactions in the real world with Jackie, but this really is actually starting to feel desperate now. You know what I mean? Like it just is. I mean, her and Evan. Now, mind you, I just want to put into perspective for people. West Hampton, where Jackie and Evan live, is a whole separate part of the Hamptons. It's like Sag Harbor, Bridgehampton, East Hampton. They're all really close by. We go between these three towns. West Hampton is like a solid hour away. So now Jackie and Evan are coming to meet Teresa and Louie for dinner. Yeah, I mean, are you all really friends or is this just a photo opportunity, right? The rumor is all the RHONJ are worried about the future and who's going to be back and who's not going to be back. I mean, if we have Teresa infiltrating bloggers and stuff like that, she's obviously extremely worried about her future. But I mean, now to go and say like, look, everything's fine and I'm really friends with Jackie, this is the type of thing that to me is just, I don't know, it does. I'm finally seeing what everyone is saying about Jackie and Teresa. It feels desperate. They're at Elia's. I mean, yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, the whole fact that like Margaret's here this weekend, it's not that people from New Jersey can't come to the Hamptons. I mean, that would make me sound like a snob. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like their big weekend here, Teresa and Louie, and now we're going to meet up with Jackie and Evan. I don't know. It just seems really fucking fake, this dinner. But hope you guys had a good time at Elia's. They're wonderful there. That's all I really need to say about that. So Teresa and Louie are here this weekend. Margaret was here this weekend. I have a friend who works at Gucci in East Hampton now. The Maj was in there. I love how people call me that know me when like Teresa or Margaret or anyone shows up somewhere. So apparently Margaret was in there yesterday, actually, before she headed off to Fire Island. Thank God I wasn't in East Hampton yesterday. I stayed in Sad. And apparently, Miss Joseph's was trying on shoes for $750, and she was very upset at the price. Which I'm not saying everyone should go buy $750 shoes from Gucci. That's a lot of money for a pair of shoes, right? Like, hello. But you know, when you hold yourself out to be, just a fabulous housewife, businesswoman who could afford anything. Well, apparently she was complaining about the price of the shoes and asking Mr. Benigno what he thought. And he said, I don't think you need these shoes, Margaret. Um, so there you go. Anyway, what is the point of telling you all of these stories? I do have more stories from this weekend, but people I actually hung out with. I hung out with Luann. Let's talk about Luann and Bethenny. Before we get there, let's talk about the Summer House people. They're here. They're filming. Filming is, started. Um, all the Summer House people have descended upon us, and Lindsay Hubbard is pregnant. Remember that scene when Paige said, a year from now, this is just let him go. Just let him go. This is the universe's way of telling you something is better around the corner. Look, I do love to see a happy ending, despite what y'all might think about me. And Hub House, Lindsay, she loves love, right? She's like J-Lo, who we saw last night at Tudo. We'll get into that. But I think Lindsay just loves love, right? So I think the fact that, like, look, knowing these housewives, one of the things I hear from them all the time is when you meet the guy and he says he's not into it, and this and that and the other thing. And then the next thing you know, I mean, that's why Rachel Leviss broke up with her boyfriend. He puts a picture of you on the Instagram. Yeah, it's a flex, it's a red side. There is a housewife now that I'm friends with who is going down that road with someone, and they are not on social media. And I told this housewife, yes, code green, code green. That is such a code green. So Lindsay wants to keep this guy off of social media for now. He's a doctor, a hub house. I think this is a really great, you have your day job. We don't need to see this guy on Summer House. Your job isn't in jeopardy. I mean, collect the damn paycheck. Like, that's what I would do. I mean, screw that. There's still enough drama that's going to be going on between you and Carl. And look, I mean, she's going to be in the house pregnant. I think that's going to be interesting. I think the fact that she's not showing this guy on social media is so smart. And I would just, I would just, take that as far as it can go until you have to show him on social media, until you have to show him on, the show. I would say just hold out as long. Do you want a John Jansen? You know, do you want a John Jansen? No. So this is great. The guy is a doctor. I mean, first of all, as much as I want to meet a billionaire, because I mean, that's kind of what I'd like to meet. Does anyone else out there want to meet a billionaire? A doctor is so high on my list of someone that I would like to meet. I'd love to meet like a Terry Dubrow or a Paul Nassif. I mean, who wouldn't want to marry and date a plastic surgeon? But whatever type of doctor it is, I love a doctor because, like, I don't know, you just feel like when things come up, you just could turn to your person and say, like, am I okay? And you really know whether you're sick or not. I mean, the person's right there. So I say congratulations to Lindsay. Keep him off the social, keep him off the show. Um, and just take it from there. But congratulations to her. She's calling it a hub cub. We have hub house. Now we have a hub cub. Good for her. But there is some drama associated with this. There is some drama associated with this. The drama is that apparently Dorinda outed her. We all know that rumored Lindsay was supposed to be a part of the Traitors next season, and we ended up getting Sierra instead. And this rumor surfaced a few weeks ago. It came up that, Dorinda basically told them that she was pregnant and that's why she couldn't film the Traitors. And then there was all these rumors at the time that she was pregnant. I said, I believe it's true. I believe she was going to the Traitors. I don't know where that episode is, but I said it a few times. I think Sarah Fraser pushed back on me. But here we are.